I can do that. Below is a complete original story of approximately 1,000 words. The room fell completely silent the moment the powerful CEO froze in the middle of a boardroom presentation. Every executive expected her to dismiss the maintenance worker who had accidentally interrupted the meeting with his young daughter. Instead, the little girl laughed as her father smiled awkwardly and said, "You'd make a great bride someday." To everyone's surprise, the CEO's stern expression softened into the first genuine smile anyone in the company had seen in years. She quietly replied, "Would need a groom for that." In that unforgettable moment, an entire room realized they had never truly known the woman standing at the head of the company. If you believe kindness, forgiveness, hope, and second chances can change lives, please take a moment to like this video, leave a thoughtful comment, share it with someone who needs encouragement today, and subscribe to our channel to become part of our growing community. Miles Carter had spent the last 6 years raising his 8-year-old daughter, Nora, completely on his own. After losing his wife to a sudden illness, every dream he once had seemed to disappear beneath hospital bills, endless responsibilities, and lonely mornings. He worked as the lead maintenance technician inside one of the largest architecture firms in the city. The executives barely noticed him, yet he quietly repaired everything from broken elevators to leaking pipes before anyone else even realized something was wrong. Everyone respected his honesty, but very few ever bothered learning his story. Nora often accompanied him during school holidays because childcare was too expensive. She was cheerful, endlessly curious, and somehow managed to brighten every hallway she walked through. Most employees secretly looked forward to seeing her because she greeted everyone with a smile that made stressful workdays feel lighter. The firm's CEO, Vivian Brooks, was admired for building the company into an international success. She was brilliant, disciplined, and fiercely respected, but few people had ever seen her laugh. Newspapers called her the Iron Executive because she never allowed emotions to interfere with business. Behind that reputation, however, lived a woman carrying years of private disappointment. She had sacrificed friendships, family gatherings, and any hope of building her own family while chasing success. Promotions came easily. Happiness never did. One afternoon, while repairing an air conditioning unit outside the executive conference room, Miles unknowingly allowed Nora to wander a few steps farther than usual. Curious voices drifted through the slightly open door, and before he realized it, she had peeked inside. Embarrassed, Miles hurried after her, apologizing to everyone for the interruption. Trying to ease the awkward moment, he gently teased Vivian after noticing the little girl's fascination with her elegant white suit. With the innocent humor only a caring father could deliver, he smiled and remarked that she would make a wonderful bride someday. The unexpected reply from Vivian surprised not only him but everyone present. Her quiet joke about needing a groom broke years of emotional distance in a single sentence. From that afternoon forward, something changed. Vivian found herself looking forward to the brief conversations she occasionally shared with Miles while he worked around the building. He never treated her like a billionaire or a celebrity. He simply treated her like another human being. Their conversations were never about stock prices or company growth. Instead, they spoke about books, favorite childhood memories, gardening, and Nora's endless collection of impossible questions. Miles admired how patient Vivian became whenever Nora asked about designing skyscrapers or why adults drank so much coffee. Vivian discovered that laughter felt strangely natural around the father and daughter. The walls she had spent years building around herself slowly began to crack. Not everyone welcomed the growing friendship. Several executives quietly whispered that the CEO was becoming distracted. Others mocked Miles behind his back, insisting that a maintenance worker could never belong in the same world as the woman leading a billion-dollar company. Rumors spread through every department, reaching people who had never even spoken to either of them. Miles heard every cruel comment. Rather than defend himself, he considered requesting a transfer to another building. He feared becoming the reason Vivian's reputation suffered. After all, she had spent decades earning respect in an industry where every decision was questioned. When Vivian discovered his request, she felt something she had not experienced in years: fear. Not fear of losing money or status, but fear of losing people who reminded her life could still be simple and meaningful. Instead of allowing him to disappear quietly, she called an all-staff meeting during the middle of the workday. Standing before hundreds of employees, she spoke with unusual honesty. She admitted that success had earned her awards, headlines, and financial security, yet it had never taught her how to trust people. She explained that the maintenance technician everyone overlooked had unknowingly reminded her that dignity was never measured by job titles but by character. She praised Miles for raising an extraordinary daughter while expecting nothing from anyone in return. The auditorium remained silent as many employees lowered their eyes in shame. Then something even more unexpected happened. Vivian announced a company-wide education program that would provide scholarships, childcare assistance, and career development opportunities for every employee, regardless of position. She explained that talent often remained hidden simply because people never received a fair chance. Applause erupted throughout the building. Months passed, and the atmosphere inside the company transformed. Managers became more approachable. Employees from every department worked together with renewed respect. Nora became something of a mascot whose cheerful drawings decorated the employee lounge. People who once ignored the maintenance team now greeted them by name. Miles continued doing the same honest work he had always done. He never asked for promotions or special treatment. His greatest reward remained seeing his daughter grow into a compassionate young girl who believed every person deserved kindness. Vivian also changed. She still led the company with strength, but compassion now stood beside ambition instead of hiding behind it. She learned that vulnerability was not weakness. It was courage wearing a quieter face. One bright afternoon during the annual family picnic hosted outside the company headquarters, employees watched as Vivian joined a children's relay race after Nora insisted everyone deserved to have fun. The serious CEO laughed louder than anyone as she crossed the finish line covered in grass stains and completely unconcerned about appearances. Miles smiled from across the field, realizing that some people are never rescued by grand gestures. Sometimes they are rescued by ordinary moments shared with extraordinary hearts. Before everyone returned home, Vivian thanked Miles privately for reminding her that a meaningful life could never be built with profits alone. It required kindness, forgiveness, patience, and people willing to see beyond appearances. Miles replied that hope has a remarkable way of finding those who leave the door open, even after years of loneliness. Before this story ends, leave a meaningful comment and tell us what touched your heart the most. Do you believe kindness has the power to change someone's entire future, even through the smallest act? As families packed their picnic baskets and children laughed beneath the warm afternoon sun, it became clear that the greatest success any person could achieve was not found in wealth, titles, or recognition. It was found in the courage to care for another human being without expecting anything in return. One simple joke, one unexpected smile, and one act of genuine respect had changed countless lives forever. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Remember, the smallest act of kindness you offer today may become the greatest blessing someone else carries for the rest of their life.